last night told everyone about LeBron's relationship with the Lakers. The Hurts.
$5 million for Beasley.
This is The Herd. Wherever you may be and however you may be listening, live in Los Angeles, on iHeartRadio, Fox Sports Radio, and FS1. Great show today. We may have an NFL story, Antonio Brown breaking during our show today. Joy Taylor is joining me from Pittsburgh. We're all waiting for that to happen. Joy, how are you?
I'm great. Good morning.
Enos Canner, Doug Gottlieb, Brian Scalabrine. A lot of fun today. So last night is one of those moments that should have felt huge, right? Like LeBron James grew up idolizing Michael Jordan. And last night, this amazing story, the little kid from Akron, whose best friends are still his business partners from high school, surpasses Michael Jordan in points. MJ, most believed the GOAT. It was a big moment. Should have been incredibly special. Here was this guy, LeBron James, who has built a resume, a portfolio, a legacy on, he's still buddies with his high school guys, community, Akron. He loves players. And Los Angeles loves stars. And last night was a dud. The only people that were less interested than his teammates appeared to be the fans. It was completely underwhelming. I mean, God, Drew Brees, Monday Night Football, broke the scoring passing record. You know, they stopped the game. He gave a speech. This was a dud. Bill Plaschke of the LA Times said it almost felt like fans were applauding an impromptu speech given by a distant uncle at an acquaintance's wedding. That's what it felt like. This should have been incredibly special. Remember when Drew Brees set the record? He was mobbed by teammates, cheered by rivals. They stopped the game. The crowd was crying. Do you remember how big that was? Because Drew Brees has committed to people, not just himself. He's committed to a city. He's committed to a cause. He committed to rebuilding a place. He's committed to the locker room. He's committed to his coaches, the scouts, the general manager. If he has side projects, I don't hear about him during the season. He doesn't come into a game or an event with a glass of wine. Look at me. I understand Napa. LeBron, this should have been, you're the unselfish star. You've turned selfish. And last night was a dud. Kobe Bryant always had a reputation as aloof, hard to play with, kind of selfish. Let me show you the video when Kobe Bryant surpassed his idol, Michael Jordan. Watch the fans. He's on the road. Teammates, other players, hugs, their guy, young teammates, opposition. The late Flip Saunders will come over. Guys on the bench, they stop it. The opposing crowd, they give him the ball. So the selfish guy, Kobe, the aloof player, Kobe, Mamba, the assassin, the guy, the lone wolf, but he committed to Los Angeles. He committed to one cause and coaches and the front office and the brand. And people felt it. The opposing players felt it. The selfish guy, Kobe, by committing to a cause, was loved. The giving guy, LeBron, who's turned selfish, last night was an absolute dud. I don't care if LeBron wants to talk politics. I mostly agree with him. I don't care if he wants to do side projects, do hip-hop albums. I don't care. I'm for that stuff. I've always been for player mobility. But this is the downside to one-year contracts and being Mr. Mobile and never letting anybody feel like they've got any control over you. It's not all LeBron's fault. I will say this. It's a weird roster. There's a lot of one-year weirdos and young guys he doesn't relate to. This has never been the easiest place and the easiest year for LeBron. I was told in January, he told people close to him, this roster's just not good. No shooters. He loves shooters. No veteran top players, kind of veteran oddballs. Bunch of young kids he can't relate to. I'm not saying it's ever been easy for LeBron. This has never been an easy year. But you see how people react to Drew Brees. You see how people reacted to Mr. Aloof Kobe Bryant. LeBron. I think Lakers, Magic. One sentence. I think MJ, Bulls. Dr. J played in 2 leagues. I still think Dr. J, Sixers. I think Bird, Celtics. I think Steph, Warriors. D. Wade left. D. Wade, Heat. You know what I think of LeBron increasingly? Island. By himself. And that's not who LeBron is. It's not who LeBron was in high school. It's not who LeBron was in Cleveland. That's why a lot of people cried when he went back, because it felt right. Part of a city, part of a town, part of Akron. LeBron has gone completely off brand this year. He's getting bad advice. Give of yourself to a cause. People will see it. They'll feel it. And last night wouldn't have been a complete, odd, awkward dud. Let me shift to this. Within 24 hours, it does appear, maybe sooner, the very talented Antonio Brown.
To be able to play with an all-time quarterback like he's able to play with, I don't think he understands how good he has it. It could get tough out there.
Antonio Brown, Washington, by Monday, he's disappeared. He went into the Bermuda Triangle of NFL players. Tennessee, maybe we talk about it till Tuesday. He's not going to stay in Pittsburgh. I still think it's the best place for him. I really, really do. All right, coming up next, as I'm watching LeBron surpass Michael, I mean, those are big names, right? That's like Brady, Manning. It just doesn't get bigger than that. Like LeBron surpassing Michael. It made me think, one's retired and one's on the back nine. Who's the next LeBron? I think you'll be surprised by the answer. That's coming up. Butcher Box is a company I've started using for humanely raised, great tasting protein. Unbelievable flavor, unparalleled nutrition. Butcher Box works closely with the best farms, raising animals humanely. An ethical process. Grass-fed beef, free-range chicken, wild-caught salmon, over 20 different cuts of meat, customized boxes delivered to your house, variety of options, and free shipping. So in total, it costs you about $6 a meal. For Alaskan sockeye salmon, that is a huge break. Butcher Box is offering my listeners as well free ground beef for the life of your subscription. Hamburgers free forever and $20 off your first box. All you got to do is what I did.